The city of Thunder Bay is gauging interest for a private operator to run the new indoor turf facility. Construction is fully underway next to the community auditorium, and the city has just released a request for expressions of interest to test the marketplace for people or companies with the expertise to manage and operate the $36 million facility. Jonathan Wilson reports.
Community Services Commissioner Kelly Robertson calls this an exploratory process to see who might want to run the indoor turf facility, and she's not sure what the level of interest will be.
Hard to say. For other facility solutions, when we had done expressions of interest in the past, we did receive interest. So there could be some interest out there. And that's why we're going to the marketplace with the request for an expression of interest. It's a fair and open and transparent way of seeing if there is interest out there to manage and operate the facility. And based on the response we get, we'll be making a recommendation to council.
If the city receives multiple expressions of interest, the process could move to a formal request for proposals. If only one qualified group applies, the city could then negotiate with them, and if no one applies, the city would likely become the default operator. Robertson says there could also be a shared operating model.
I am aware of other operations where it can be a blend, a city and partner type of operated facility. And as I said, a city operation isn't out of the question, but we want to make sure that we solicit interest from the marketplace first.
There's been a lot of talk about whether the indoor turf facility will be a money-making or money-losing endeavor. Robertson says the overall expectation is for an annual break-even situation.
All of our financial studies to date, based on the info that we've had from users and their demand for access to indoor turf, is that if you look at the direct revenues and the direct costs of operating the facility, those can be covered by the revenues. But when you start to talk about life cycle renewal costs, that's when you start to maybe need some help from the city.
The deadline for the expressions of interest is September 19th. And Robertson says if any groups come forward, the city will need to act fairly quickly to formalize a management and operating agreement.
Well, the facility is planned to be open in the fall of 2026, and it would take, in my experience, at least 6 to 9 months to, prep for the operating the facility. So we would want to move quickly on evaluating any submissions we receive and then getting in front of council and making a recommendation, hopefully this fall for sure.
Jonathan Wilson, TBT News.